Hello, I'm Jess and I'm a reporter for the Headlines and Heroines news team. I'm here at Flitton Girls' School with fellow reporters Maisie and special guest reporter Doretta to celebrate the women of Trafford on International Women's Day.
What we see is that famous women are recognised, they're given Grammys, Oscars, all of those kinds of things. And whilst that's brilliant, very often those heroines in our community aren't recognised for the things that they do day to day, just cracking on and making things better for women and lots of women, men, children in our communities. They're not recognised. The object of today's awards is just that. It's a community event. It's about recognising ordinary yet extraordinary women.
Can you tell us a bit about what you do and why you won the award?
Last September, I wanted to set up a ladies' club because I knew there was a lot of ladies that maybe had become single or widowed in the community or just didn't really get out much. And so I decided to form the Copperhatch Ladies Club, which is now just going from strength to strength. It's crazy, really.
I help people move more to improve their physical and mental health, and we've been established in Trafford for the last 8 years.
Well, winning the award was a complete surprise. I knew I was being nominated, but I didn't know what for. So the operations manager, I basically spin the plates. That's how it feels anyway. Just to end violence for women and to end the break the barriers, basically. Yeah. That's my job in a nutshell, is to try and break barriers.
So I run women-only fitness classes in the Gorse Hill Stretford area. So I've been doing that for over 2 years now. Just pretty much been working on empowering women and girls in fitness.
So how does it feel to win an award on International Women's Day?
Oh, just phenomenal. It feels really good to be recognised for the work that we do, not just myself, and just hopefully it brings recognition to other people as well, that they can achieve awards and big dreams. Yeah.
It feels really cool. I wasn't expecting it, so I didn't even know that I'd been nominated. I got a phone call because they didn't have my email, and I was like, oh. And I didn't even know that it was happening, so the fact that I've won is really cool.
Amazing. The women are going to be so pleased because I was just happy to be nominated and to be recognised as a group. But to win is fabulous. We're so happy.
I am in shock. To be fair, I didn't think I was going to win. Like I say, I haven't come in any branding. I've just come to have a nice afternoon with other inspiring women. I am particularly moved by the fact it's in honour of Kate Rackham, who I never actually met. I've been doing a lot of work recently with GM Cancer Alliance, so it feels particularly poignant because it was only yesterday I was at an event talking about Mao Shai Club and the impact it's having on people living with cancer. So when I found out I was nominated for the award, it took me about 4 days before I could talk about it without crying. And I've had a cry before coming here. I've had a cry, so I've got it out of my system. I might have a cry later, but I just feel incredibly honoured.
What advice would you like to give to other women who would like to make an impact in their community?
Just do it, to be honest. If you've got an idea, don't be afraid to just go for it.
Do you know, it's about being you and who you are and not let anybody tell you any different. And you've got so much support out there. You've just got to find those right groups for you and get the support of all your friends and family. But we're all amazing in every way, so that's all you can be.
My advice would be to go for it and to not overthink it. I think if you think about an idea too much, sometimes you start thinking about the barriers. There's always going to be barriers to whatever you decide to do. So go out and start shouting about what you want to do. And opportunities come from sources that you never even expect. So long as you are forthright and honest and open and act with integrity in your community, the community will trust you. So go out and change the world, because life is short.
Get involved. That is number one, is get involved. If you are passionate about campaigning for anything, you need to be involved with this and push it and push it and push it until you reach your goal.
Take up space, to lead, to be true to the things that you want to do, be passionate, follow your interests, and make sure that you fully commit to what it is that you want to do.
Why do you think it's important to celebrate women's achievements in our community?
Well, first and foremost, because there are so many, I think it's fantastic. But because, over the course of history, women's achievements have not only not been celebrated, but have also been completely erased by the people that wrote history. So I think it's especially important now to make sure that we celebrate everything that women do.
Can you tell us a bit about the International Women's Day Awards and why you started them?
Yeah, so I host them every year to celebrate International Women's Day. I think it's really important to recognise some of the heroines that are in Trafford that don't get a thank you for some of the brilliant things that they do. So the event is all about celebrating the ordinary women that live in our communities, but they're very often doing extraordinary things.
What impact do you hope the awards have?
I hope that people feel, the people who come here, the women who come here, and they hear some of the words that are said about them, that they actually take them home and think, wow, somebody recognises me, somebody feels that about me. So I hope it has an impact that some of the women really feel valued. I also hope that other women go and spread the message about some of the things that other women are doing.
How can women and girls in Trafford accelerate action?
First of all, if you are a woman in a position of leadership or you have some power, and I don't use that word lightly, but if you do, then you throw the ladder down to other women. That's the most important thing. It's all about bringing women forward. So I'm a politician in Trafford and I would love more women in politics, because if we had more women in politics, frankly, I don't think we'd be in the mess that we are now. So one of the things we need to do is make sure we throw the ladder down, we bring young women forward, and we give them the confidence and believe that, yes, they can.
How do you feel the awards have gone today?
So now they're done, and I'm heaving a huge sigh of relief and going, woo, that was great. Actually, in the middle of it, it's just making sure that it goes well, that people are recognised. And I think it's gone really well, and we've got good representation from women of all ages across Trafford, and the very diverse communities that we have in Trafford have also been represented too. So I think it went really well, and I've had lots of women coming up to me saying they loved it. So, result.
Big well done to all the women and girls nominated for awards, the winners and everyone involved in International Women's Day.
Let's accelerate!